Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you all around Honolulu and some of the main points you would need to know to enjoy your time there. We had a 2-day stop here and this is the first day. Basically Honolulu day 1 or you can call it Oahu, but Honolulu is the main town. And we were driving from the airport to get to our hotel. Our hotel is called the Twin Fin. It was formerly called the Aston Waikiki Beach Hotel, and another person kind of bought it for about $200 million and named it Twin Fin because of, twin fins are a little surfboards, medium or something. And then there's a lot of activities. We came during, Christmas season, I guess, so we had daily afternoon activities in the hotel, if we wanted to do them, of course. And it had a personal pool. Our room was pretty great, amazing room service. And then it was named Twin Fin because around this hotel, there's a lot of shops with literally twin fins, the surfboards itself, so they decided to name it that. It's a pretty unique name, and it's about a 30-story hotel, which is pretty cool. You can see how tall it is. The beach, this pool was on the second floor, and there was a little bar and a diner, I guess, but you could also get breakfast here. And then this was one of the afternoon activities, s'mores. Not afternoon, you could get it anytime you wanted, but we did it according to the timing. And so I was excited and I just started making my s'more. I put the marshmallow on there and then took a chocolate. Took me a while to open that, but I took the chocolate and put a piece of chocolate on that too. Okay, if I could break it. And then just placed it on, got some M&Ms, and put the chocolate on top of that. And just ate that little piece of Hershey's. And then I tried it. It was a bit sweet, to be honest, a bit sweet for my taste. I guess it's because of the M&M, but overall it was amazing. And then we decided to take a night walk around here. And based on this, we kind of landed at the beach next to it. It's a 5-minute walk here. And it's called Waikiki Beach, which now I can see why they named the hotel that. And this is a short view on our walk, just made in front of the beach, and the water was cold, but pretty stunning. They tried to put some nature, and then we started driving again, going to our next destination. And here in Honolulu, you can see how crowded it is, a bunch of buildings and cities and all of that. And then we came here into nature, leaving all the buildings and cities, and not many houses left, but definitely bridges everywhere. And we came here. So this is a botanical garden. It's called, how do I pronounce this? Liliuokalani Botanical Garden. It's 7.5 acres and it's a city park. It's located on North Kuakini Street in Honolulu, Hawaii, and it is one of the Honolulu Botanical Gardens that it's open daily without charge. This garden site was given to the city and county of Honolulu by Queen Liliuokalani, which now I think you can guess where the name came from. And it was Hawaii's last reigning monarch and contains the Nuuanu Stream and Waikahalulu Waterfall. And it's under development to feature native Hawaiian plants exclusively. We saw a bunch of those really weird plants that I've never seen back home, at least. And to be honest, it was really stunning because they kept it all with nature, greenery, and this is like a public donation from the last reigning monarch, so there was even some apartments here. Seeing this as your daily view is pretty awesome. See, this is one of Hawaii's native plants. I have no idea what the name is, but they look like so cute. They're just like little yellow flowers, shaped somewhat like sunflowers, a lot less petals, and no center to them. And then there I showed you the waterfall, and this is the river, the Nuuanu stream. And then that I think is the Waikiki waterfall. It pained me to see that there was like a lot of trash lying around everywhere and everything, when this place was dedicated to just being, I guess, a preservative of nature. But other than that, I really enjoyed my time here. We did continue our drive, and we saw this pretty cool waterfall with little waterfalls coming out of a building. And then after that, we met this. So this is the Aloha building. Aloha Tower, I guess you would call it. It's located on the Honolulu Harbor in downtown Honolulu, and this is Hula Girl. It's the Aloha Tower and the Hula Girl are both iconic symbols of Hawaii. And this is Honolulu Harbor. The ships here were absolutely magnificent. There were such amazing views. I just wanted to climb on one of those ships myself. And then another fact about Aloha Tower, it was built in September of 1926, and this was the tallest building in the islands for 4 decades. And its clock was one of the largest in the United States, and I can see why. And then here, these ships are like so modernized. I just wanted to get onto like this ship right now in front of us. It was so modern, and I felt like it would have a gaming set inside or something. And then there was a ship in the background that had like 15 floors or something, which was actually pretty cool. And we just went through the harbor, and this was the Star of Honolulu. You can literally see the name. But all of these ships were magnificent, impressive. I just wanted to take a ride in all of them. And after that, we started driving again to our next destination. And we stopped by, and this is another one of those little waterfalls from the buildings that look really cool. Next stop was the Pearl Harbor Historic Sites. See, this is a very popular site, and you would need to go to this if you ever want to explore Hawaii. There are over 1.5 million visitors here yearly, and these provide like the best tours, and it includes the USS Arizona Memorial, Bowfin Submarine Museum, and the Battleship Missouri Memorial, and the Pearl Harbor Aviation Museum. And this was a tribute to like 1,177 crew members who died on the USS Arizona during the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. We learned like a lot about that, and there were a lot of little models of ships and the types of attacks they used, and a bunch of faces in the tour where it showed a bunch of people that died, most of the important people. And then here it shows a bunch of the like ships or something and the people that died. And roughly half of the U.S. soldiers that died during the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor were aboard the USS Arizona. And December 7, 1941 is the day Pearl Harbor was attacked by the Japanese. But anyways, other than that, we should be cheerful now. It was an amazing tour, and that is Pearl Harbor is an absolute must if you want to know the history of Honolulu. And then here now, we're going through a drive through lush greenery with a spectacular view and lots of vegetation. This was a really long tunnel, and I personally love tunnels, and I've never been in a tunnel that extended for like forever like this one did. I could see the exit, but it came after like 30 seconds, which is a lot for a tunnel. So we continued on our way, and I guess the tunnel experience was amazing, but the experience coming after this was even better. So, I absolutely love this view of the mountains, because in the background these mountains look absolutely godly. Like, would you look at that? It's just it's like a border around Honolulu, which makes sense because it's like an island, but still, I never expected it to be like a whole border around it. It's like shielding it from the gods or something. And then after that, we continued our drive. We went into a highway that wasn't as secluded, and we decided this is like a graveyard. We were going to a temple, and we had to pass this graveyard on the way to it. I wished all these dead people the best. I honestly think, I guess burying a dead person in order to keep their memory is a pretty good way to honor them. And I kind of like the respect that they gave for them. And then there was like this lining of palm trees over here, and then in the background, again, the mystical mountain range, which absolutely stunned me. Because obviously I want to be able to see this view every day. But after that, kind of carried on, and the temple we were visiting is called Byodo-In Temple. It's like deep in a lush valley, and it's along the 2,000-foot Kolau range, and it lies in the Valley of the Temples. And again, it is the resting place for many of Hawaii's departed. And here is the parking for it. It's scattered with lots of tropical flowers, as you can see, like bird of paradise and torch ginger, mostly to remember loved ones. And the Temple of Equality. So here we kind of traveled through. Then we used the gong a few times. Every one of us tried it once. And then after that, we prayed to the Buddha God, and let's just give a moment of silence for this. And this is my absolute favorite part. Look at the amount of koi here, like all of those fishes. And we bought some fish food, which you could use to also feed the birds. The amount of fishes here, I was just stunned at how these fishes weren't like dying. There were so many. I guess people just feed them too much. The amount of fishes gathered here, and this is just like one side. If you go through the entire park, you'll see there's like millions. There are even black koi and white ones too. Then a bunch of orange ones. And this swan was, I don't know what the swan was doing. That wasn't part of the swan, kind of just traveled here. And then we started feeding the birds. Feeding the birds was much more fun than feeding the fish, to be honest. They all just climbed onto your hand, and fish would stay in the water. You wouldn't get to do anything. But this was just like really fun. Because the thing is, like, you won't get another place to be able to just hold out your hands and feed birds, like, publicly. Like, they're making you do it. There was a shop in the background where we could buy some bird and fish food. They ate the same food, of course. And the feeling of like so many birds crowding on my hands was super weird. All I could feel was their legs, the spiky feet. And then there were so many. That was like an amazing experience. I spent like an hour here and refused to leave until I finished my food, and tried to finish my food as slowly as possible so I could stay longer. But still, this is a full view of the temple, and I'd be lying if I didn't say this was like one of my most favorite experiences in my life. I want to go to Hawaii again and do this. Well, this temple again mainly. And it has a lot of religious beliefs and everything. And then this is like a secluded beach. It was very nice because it's a really good beach. It's called Waikiki Beach, and it's very secluded. Not many people come here. There is no parking, nothing. And it's widely regarded as one of the best beaches in the world because it's famous for its stunning views of the Mokulua Islands. You can book a kayak tour and see the green turtles. And it's a popular spot for windsurfing and kite surfing because of the steady winds. And then the sunset here is amazing. But the fact that there's basically close to none, literally no people here, is the one fact that makes me really happy, even though it's so popular. And the waters here, don't get me started on that. They are so clear. I literally wanted to take a shower in that water. Like, it's so clear, you can literally see the reefs through it. There's no pollution in the water or anything like that. I absolutely loved it. I don't know if it was just shallow water or because there was no pollution in it or anything like that. And this is one of my best experiences as well. It's called the Polynesian Cultural Center. It teaches you a lot, and you get to visit like 6 different villages and explore all their traditions. This was one of the best experiences. They make it so fun. You get to see a bunch of shows, and this will take up a lot of your time, but it is worth it. There's like $100 tickets for everyone, and if you spend a whole day here, you'll see why it's worth it. You can even collect prizes for getting stamps, and I got a little puppet. But yeah, I absolutely love this experience. We even had like this kayak tour, and our guide was really funny. And then there was this little fountain called Ooh La La. Like, imagine just telling people, okay, so like guys, in Honolulu, there was like this fountain called Ooh La La. So whenever you refer to it, you just say Ooh La La. Okay, but I'm gonna stop with the emphasis on that. Again, this was an amazing experience. If you ever visit Honolulu, this would be my top experience. Like, if you ever go anywhere in Honolulu, I would recommend you go this if you want to, I guess, make the most of your trip at Honolulu. We visited all the different villages. Everyone was nice. We got to play a bunch of different games and travel between so many different places. I got a bunch of tattoos too. Not real ones, obviously, but it kind of showed the tribe roles and everything. Overall, this was really interesting. I hope this video helped you learn about priorities when going to Honolulu and how to make the most of it, basically. But yeah, guys, I really hope you had a good time in this video. Bye, and see you in my next video.